Alright, what do you have? Let's see. We do have the Pixelizer, one of my personal favorites. It actually will pixelize enemies, turning them into, I guess, what would be considered 8-bit characters. Pretty cool. The burst pistol, we are already very familiar with it. Fires single-shot hot plasma. Pretty great accuracy, excuse me. Or the longer you hold it, as I'm sure you saw, the target area actually expands, so it makes it less accurate over time if you hold it. Enforcer, that is one of my personal favorites. It is kind of like a double barrel shotgun, if you will. And Shatter Bombs, it is a glove that will actually produce little grenades that you can throw. For now, I want to go with the Enforcer as a personal favorite.
Mrs. Zircon was betting you would pick that one.
Ah, smart lady.
Boom! That is the sound of pure power. And the Enforcer, with its 2 barrels of sweet, sweet destruction. You can pull the fire trigger halfway to shoot 1 barrel, and if you are feeling confident, pull it all the way to shoot both. Boom!
And that is also such an amazing feature of this game. Such a great reason that it should be, and again, last time I will mention this, Game of the Year announcement or nominee. Yes, it actually utilizes trigger functions to where you can pull it halfway down to use a portion of a weapon's power, and all the way down to use the full might of a weapon's power. And fantastic. Also, whenever we do have new weapons that are showcased here, I do want to show a preview. So before I do the Shatter Bomb, actually, I guess I'm not able to showcase the burst pistol, but you know, that's fine. We've already seen plenty of the burst pistol. We have not seen any of the Pixelizer, which is currently in our possession, but I haven't used it yet. Let's go ahead and take a preview of that.
What better way to destroy your enemy than to blow them into 16-bit with the Pixelizer?
Ah, 16-bit, not 8-bit. Ah.
Turn them into retro blocks, then knock them all the way down.
Ha 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 ha, indeed, Mr. Zircon Jr. Yes. So you can actually pixelize an enemy and then hit them with your wrench, or potentially later on a hammer. Maybe. We did get a little preview of that earlier on. And in doing so, they will actually disintegrate into the individual pixelized blocks that you pixelize them into using this weapon. So that is another fun thing that we'll have to showcase later on. Let's take a preview of the Shatter Bomb.
Hey, you know what is better than watching explosives? Throwing them with your bare freaking hands! Pull the fire trigger halfway to visualize your aim. Or, if you are in a hurry, pull it all the way to let them fly! Shatter Bomb? More like Shatter Booyah!
Alright, so if we do get the Shatter Bomb, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking that may have to be our go-to catchphrase. You know, if we defeat an enemy using the Shatter Bomb, may have to call her Shatter Booyah. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts, but for now, we are going to leave the Shatter Bomb as we do not have enough bolts. So we did acquire the Enforcer, and we acquired knowledge that we have the Pixelizer. So let's continue on. Booyah! Okay, and if I hold triangle, that is actually how I am able to see and select which items and weapons I am able to utilize. I believe there are maybe 3 different of these quick select maps that we can acquire once we get enough weapons. But for now, it's just this one, and it has 3 weapons available to us. You know what? We started out having the pixelizer, but not utilizing it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Come on. Get out of here. How dare you guys? Alright. This is a higher difficulty than I completed it at originally. So it is something I'm going to have to get used to myself. Probably gonna have to do a little more hiding and like this sort of Western style combat, I guess. Pew. Get that explosive there. Last one. Oh, well, if this is the last one, we're going in with the Enforcer. There he is. Let's see if we can get to him. Ah! Alright, he went with a pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Oh no, he went pew 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 pew. There we go. Okay, before we go, let's collect all of the goodies. Alright. Now, later on, we can actually acquire some modifications, if you will. I think the game likes to, in a way, refer to them as cheat codes. Oh, I thought that Leaf was a bad guy. That would not have been good. Yeah, and let's go ahead and take a look while we are here. Level map, this is what we are exploring now. Armor, we can change our armor. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and put some armor on. And we can change the color. What do we want to go with? I personally kind of like that white and black. Although those are some pretty cool colors as well. I'm gonna go with the white, black, and the blue visor for now. That is going to be for the helm. Let's go for the chest. What do we want? I do really like that blue. The blue and orange go very well together. And we got some cool, like, LA Lakers type of coloring. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Not sure if it goes well with our helm. This is actually what is supposed to go with our helm, but I don't know if we necessarily want to go a full-on match. You know what? I'm going to go with this to add that little pop of red there. Let's go ahead with that. And what do we want for the boots? Probably something that is going to clash slightly. It's going to complement, but yeah, see, I feel like that's a little too much of the black and white. It's a little too on the nose, if you will. I really wish that there was a white that was the primary color, with black as the secondary. Let's see, is there something like that for the chest? No, not that I see. Okay, you know what? For now, let's go ahead and have it all matchy-match. And if you guys in the comments have any fun color combinations that you would like to see, let me know. We can mix it up however you guys want. We will actually be acquiring further armor later on. I did not spring for the digital deluxe version of this game. That is something that I have slight regret about, but you know what? I had a blast playing this anyways. There are plenty of different combinations that will show up later on, so for now, this is fine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's go to collectibles. Collectibles, the gold bolts. So, we need to be on the lookout for these right here, because these are actually what are going to be our sort of modification cheat codes, if you will. And they have so many different effects. Each one is specific. Some of them range from how our wrench looks, so we could have different aesthetics for our wrench. Some of them are visuals for the game itself, as far as, maybe you want some sort of filter on the visual, maybe you want to play in black and white or sepia or something like that. It has some pretty cool effects, so be on the lookout for the gold bolts. They are our cheat codes for later on. Oops. Meant to go over to our spy bots. This is what we actually saw in the very original cutscene with the unnamed character as of yet. That looked like a sort of gray Lombax, very similar to Ratchet. In fact, such a smooth transition between the two right at the very beginning of the Let's Play. These spy bots are going to add to our collection by exploring planets, completing optional content, and they are going to be very important going forward as well. I guess we'll have to see what they entail. What actual information do these spy bots hold? I guess we'll see. And Lorbs. This is a very mysterious artifact, and you can even see it has some interesting runes on the front. So that's something I also don't want to spoil just yet. We will get into that eventually. For right now, our weapons, our gadgets, these are things that in the earlier Ratchet & Clank series, you were able to acquire throughout the gameplay itself. However, we're so far along with the series, they're trying to introduce new elements as well. They're going to start us out with a few gadgets that we have acquired numerous times before, such as the Omni Glove, allowing us to swing shot, hook shot, tether targets, and enable swing shots tethered to manipulate rifts. That is going to be a new feature that we will see very soon. The glide boots, advanced traversal boots equipped with emergency declaration pads for gliding. We have not had an opportunity to use these just yet. I guess we'll see in the future. Grind boots. We've already used these a couple times. They actually are what allow us to ride the grind rails, and we're able to jump back and forth between the rails and such. These are the boots that allow us to do so. In previous installments, we did actually have to acquire these boots through gameplay itself. And the Magna boots. You even heard Ratchet himself say activating Magna boots. So whenever we see those little light blue hexagonal padded areas we are able to use our Magnum boots, and these are all automatic. We don't have to do anything special for them. The Magnum boots are what allow us to traverse and walk on those surfaces even when it defies gravity. So that is going to be extremely important in our traversal as well. Now, I'm not sure why armor still acts like we're missing something. Okay, I guess it's good now. Alright, let's get back into it. Okay, how are we going to take these guys on? Okay, so the Pixelizer and Enforcer both, in essence, act as shotguns, in that they are short-ranged weapons. The Burst Pistol acts as a pistol. It has a sort of medium range. It could be accurate for a longer range, but it's just a single shot. It's not a lot of damage to it, but that's what we're going to need whenever we encounter the longer distance targets for now, until we acquire more weapons. Ooh, did we get him? Not yet, not yet. There we go.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today, you will see what losing feels like. Spoiler, it's exhausting. As soon as I figure out these stupid coordinates. Say goodbye. Hey! What did you do?
What just happened?
We may have a slight problem.
The bridge is shot! There has to be another way across.
The rifts are reacting to the phase quartz in your glove. Try pointing it at one of them.
Okay, Clank, if you say so.
Did you see that?
That was rather exciting.
Just need to cut through the
Alright, and now we are experiencing a rift apart. As we tether ourselves across dimensions, we are actually able to explore all of these rifts that are opening up.
These guys.
Not nearly enough.
Okay. I think it's time we start utilizing the Enforcer a bit. This town ain't big enough for two of us. Get out of here, puppy dogs. Oh, come on, I disagree. Get out of here. Haha! And a double blast to the boot. And yes, we are going to be switching back and forth between weapons very sporadically throughout this playthrough. That is sort of just the nature of Ratchet and Clank. If you're new to the series, then welcome to Ratchet and Clank.
Whoa, watch your head.
Woo!
This is worse than I had imagined.
Ah! People turning into plants? Should we hit them? Should we not? Okay. Alright. I'm sure they're fine. They're fine. Yeah, they're fine, right? Right?
From above.
Ah, sand sharks! Okay. Ow. We're gonna pixelize these guys. Pew! Pew! Ah, look at them. They're all upside down and pixelated, and then we can smack them. Pew! And they turn into the little blocks. And they are actually a little more two-dimensional. They're not truly two-dimensional, but, you know, they have more of that 2D effect, if you will. Just another fun, whimsical element of this game. Alright, let's see. Let's get that first pistol back out. Sorry for your trolley. Sorry, trolley.
Or at least a very large octopus.
Oh. See, the octopus, it always cracks me up, right? Get it? Because it's always cracking jokes. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was just a horrible delivery, but that's what you get. I'm not a comedian. I'm just Jacob. You knew what you signed in for.
We've got to find a way up there.
The taxis leaving from that stand are driving right by him.
Then we better not miss our ride.
Alright. Better not miss a ride.
Hey, when did
Okay.
you rebuild the Dimensionator?
I have hobbies, and I know that finding the Lombaxes has always been important to you. I thought perhaps we could go together.
Wow, that's really thoughtful. But why don't we get it back from Nefarious first?
That is true. We have not really explored yet the actual story of this game just yet, which is the Dimensionator itself. This whole game, the playthrough, it revolves around the Dimensionator, excuse me, and yes, Clank very sweetly thought of only Ratchet, wanted to make Ratchet happy, to be able to see his family again and interact with other Lombax, others of his kind, and so far Ratchet seems very he's thankful but reluctant. And we will have to continue on in order to find out why that is. And also, just take a look at this ray tracing. Insomniac Games really flexing their muscles on this. I mean, I gotta say, I love the ray tracing aspect so much. You know, I'm sure that other developers are able to have workarounds in order to simulate this, but oh man, even looking at Ratchet's armor right now, I mean, let's see, how do we go into photo mode at this point? Okay, that's not photo mode. How do we go into photo mode? There we are. Just look at the details in the reflections. I mean, even in our armor itself is just so stunning, and Clank looks fantastic. He's not too buffed out, not too shiny, but still exhibits a lot of the ray tracing, the lighting effects that Insomniac Games has presented with this game. And, you know, I think that that's just amazing. I cannot wait to see how the gaming industry evolves in the future as well. Okay, now we're gonna have to wait. And go! Woo! Made it.